Today I'll be continuing my James Bond series with On Her Majesty's Secret Service, so let's get started. Hey everybody, my name is Justin. I love to watch movies. If you guys love to watch movies too, and James Bond of course, you guys are in the right spot. Make sure that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming videos. Today we're going to talk about the only James Bond film that had one actor play the character only once. And that is George Lazenby, who played James Bond in 1969. James Bond, with the help of Draco, becomes very close friends with his daughter Tracy and heads to hunt down Blofeld one more time. This takes him to Switzerland, where he poses as Sir Hilary Bray to find out the secret plans of Blofeld. On Her Majesty's Secret Service gets a lot of flack for it not starring Sean Connery, and this only being George Lazenby's one time as James Bond. He saw the movie Dr. No in theaters, and there he said to himself, I want to be James Bond. And he ended up becoming 007, and I think he did a really good job in the role. He looks the part of James Bond. He acts the part of James Bond. A lot of the action scenes he films very well. So all of the different aspects of 007 that we've come accustomed to over the years with the Sean Connery movies, I think that George Lazenby did a great job with those moments. Plenty of times he's able to smooth talk a lady into spending the night with him. We do have a Bond girl in here. Her name is Tracy. Her real name is Teresa. She's an iconic Bond girl for the fact that she stands out from other Bond girls as she actually marries Bond at the end of the film. No other Bond girl has done that, so she is apart from all the other Bond girls. And besides that, I really think she's great in her role too. She really tests James Bond. She's not someone that will be pushed over and do whatever James Bond says. She holds her own and she is great in the role. Blofeld is back in this film. He is not played by Donald Pleasence. Instead, he is played by Telly Savalas. He doesn't have that scratch on his eye, but he does have his cat. His plans is to develop a lethal virus and threaten to unleash it upon the world unless he receives a pardon for all of his previous crimes. He has a facility where these women think they are being treated for their allergies, but instead they are being brainwashed. It is a typical big villainous plot, but I really love the set location for this movie. Taking place in Switzerland. It's really beautiful, and there's a lot of great overhead shots that really capture the mountains. It is easily one of my favorite James Bond settings. This film is a long James Bond film. It is almost 2.5 hours long. This movie does take some time to become interesting. It takes some time to become a fun James Bond movie. We have a lot of setup for the character of James Bond, Tracy, the relationship, as well as Draco. And so once he gets going to Switzerland and meets Blofeld, that's when the film starts to pick up. But I did admire the relationship that was set up in the beginning between James Bond and Tracy. It felt like a genuine relationship. The marriage at the end of this movie did feel earned. There are some action scenes in here that are interesting. They are the green screen usage for them, especially the bobsled scenes at the end. They're really quickly paced with a lot of bad CGI in the movie. On Her Majesty's Secret Service is an enjoyable film. I really do like George Lazenby in the movie. I think he plays the part of James Bond really well. He looks the part. He's able to smooth talk to ladies. He has a few different one-night stands throughout the movie, even though he's getting married at the end of it. And that's the typical James Bond that we do know. Some of the action scenes are iffy, but some of them are filmed really well, and I do like the setting location. Blofeld, it has another big outlandish plot in the movie. He's not the most memorable Blofeld that we have gotten, but it's not one of the worst ones as well. I would have liked to see George Lazenby be in more James Bond movies, but he did not like how he was treated on set, and just did not want to be in the movie business, and just did not want to continue the role of James Bond, which is a shame because I think he would have done a great job in future James Bond movies. I'm going to go ahead and give On Her Majesty's Secret Service a B+. Thank you guys for checking my review for On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Next week we'll talk about the last Sean Connery film, Diamonds Are Forever. Thank you guys for checking my review. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. My name is JustinWatchesMovies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.